Have you ever wondered how prepared we are to face the relentless onslaught of natural disasters? Or are we merely sitting ducks, waiting for the next catastrophe to strike? The severity of these disasters is not up for debate. What is questionable is our readiness to confront them head-on. Take, for instance, the recent disaster that ravaged West Sumatra. A tale of destruction, despair, and a woeful lack of preparedness. Flash floods and lahars, triggered by heavy rainfall and volcanic activity, swept through the region with an unforgiving force. The results were devastating. Over 60 lives lost, 14 missing, countless homes destroyed, and communities uprooted. The scale of the disaster was vast, but the human impact was even more profound. Families torn apart, livelihoods destroyed, a sense of security forever shattered. The human suffering was immense, the psychological scars immeasurable. But here's the tragic part: the catastrophe was not entirely unforeseen. Predictable disasters like floods and landslides have been claiming lives year after year, yet we seem to be stuck in a loop of reactive responses. The authorities' lack of preparation and early warning systems was glaringly evident, leading to preventable casualties. The negligence is not just disappointing, it's alarming. The failure to learn from past disasters and to implement robust mitigation efforts is a glaring testament to our ill-preparedness. The cost of this oversight? Human lives. But what's done is done. The question now is, are we going to let history repeat itself? Or are we going to take decisive action to prevent future calamities? The answer should be a resounding, unequivocal, no, we will not let history repeat itself. The climate crisis is not going away, it's worsening. And with it, the severity and frequency of natural disasters. The need for improved mitigation efforts, early warning systems, evacuation drills, and nature conservation is more pressing than ever. The time to act is now. Not tomorrow, not next week, not when the next disaster strikes. Now, it's a matter of life and death, because the next disaster could be right around the corner. And the only thing standing between us and the impact of that disaster is our level of preparedness. So let's make a pledge to learn from our past mistakes, to bolster our disaster preparedness, to invest in early warning systems, and to take action on the climate crisis. Because the cost of inaction is too high. It's measured in human lives, and that's a price we should never be willing to pay. Remember, the power to change the future is in our hands. And with that power comes great responsibility. The responsibility to act, to protect, and to prepare. For the sake of our planet and for the sake of our fellow human beings. Let's rise to the challenge. Because if we don't, many more will die.